When I was a sophomore in high school, I was a sad, lonely teenager trapped in a nightmarish suburban landscape of jocks, stoners, and feathered hair princesses. I had a face full of zits, high-water pants, and no social status. Freak number one with a bullet. The few friends I had were reluctant to stand by me because they were barely ahead of me on the popularity food chain in the world-turning town of Weymouth, Massachusetts. I don't remember exactly when or where it happened, the car radio, the video jukebox, or the over-the-edge soundtrack, but in that faithful year I heard the band that would lure me into their proud circle of pinheads forever. The Ramones. Isolation, desperation, separation, retardation. These were the staples of a Ramones diet. Their songs were a rally cry for everybody who ever felt like a nobody. The Ramones knew. The Ramones understood. The Ramones were. They didn't just sing about being fucked up adolescents. They were fucked up adolescents, regardless of their age. Known as the ugliest band in the world, they were a true ray of hope for the utterly hopeless. They were not the beautiful, rich rock stars telling you about how tough it was to be famous and singing about all the women they slept with. When the Ramones formed in the 70s were slumping into a windfall of hedonism in Three's Company land. They were the four horsemen at the dawn of the punk rock apocalypse. They embodied the lost, frustrated, and angry spirit of youth, and they were the most beautiful of all.
1, 2, 3, go!
The Ramones were the first true punk rock band. When the Forest Hills Four started playing together in August of 1974, the members of the Sex Pistols were still cheating on math tests in high school. They took the traditional 50s Chuck Berry, Eddie Cochran riffs and made them 3 times faster, rejecting the sickly sweet lyrics of their era, and turned them instead into tributes to horror movies, Sniffing Glue and Doomed Love. The Ramones were freaks. Their uniform consisted of torn jeans, t-shirts, and leather jackets, while every other band on the planet was playing rambling Kansas-style Dust in the Wind 8-minute-long songs. The Ramones broke the time-speed barrier, with songs ranging from 1 minute 15 seconds to 2.5 minutes tops. The Ramones didn't have to impress anybody with their playing. Every song was a 3-chord wonder. Not a lot of bands gave them credit, but thousands, ranging from Joan Jett to Guns N' Roses, played songs incredibly similar to the Brothers Four. They didn't even have a guitar solo until their 4th record, Road to Ruin. A typical hour-and-a-half-long live set by the Ramones included over 26 songs, every one of them played faster than the studio-recorded versions. The faster the better. Live dumb, play fast. The Ramones made it possible for us to survive the suburbs and the city in a lot of ways, running spastically through the high school corridors singing I'm a Teenage Lobotomy. This would be my battle cry to the hordes of yuppie wannabes suited up in designer shirts and brand-name sneakers who are waiting in one long line to be tomorrow's Happy Land consumers, licking their lips at the thought of getting those delicious corporate jobs where they would have to chain-link a smile to their face and say thank you, thank you, thank you as the boss put a funnel in their mouths and poured his or her unfiltered vomit into their already rotting systems. If I couldn't beat them up, I was going to freak them out. The Ramones secured me with a wall of punk safety where I could wander around with tongue firmly stuck out, proud of the creep title my peers had so thoughtfully christened me with. They created a security blanket of psychosis for their thousands of pupils. The Ramones are the Beethovens of my generation, the blank generation. Nobody has to save a place in punk rock heaven for the Ramones. The Ramones are punk gods. Oh, and by the way, I started a band myself.